Welcome to another episode of the Neoliberal Realm podcast. This is a video podcast, a video episode on our YouTube channel, and this episode is quite important. I did not intend to do an episode like this today, but there is a recent issue regarding Morant. Morant is in the news, and I did an audio podcast yesterday, which is available on our Spotify, Apple Podcast, um, Amazon Music. But this one is video, and I would like to respond to Stephen A. Smith, Perkins, to the NBA, Adam Silver, and also provide some support to the Morant's team on this particular issue, because I believe that we have to slow down a bit on the Morant issue. I believe that the NBA and Stephen A. Smith are using. For those of us who don't know the story, you can listen to the podcast in the Liberal Round. I talk about that a little bit, and I play some excerpts. Memphis Grizzlies suspended him for about 25 games or something of the sort, because there is a video that had surfaced with him flashing a gun momentarily in his vehicle, and it was on while he was on live. Now, now there has been a barrage of an onslaught of attack. I am this particular episode will not seek to attack Ja Morant, but will put it into perspective and provide a defense for Ja Morant. Now, the NBA and Stephen A. Smith are using their draconian rules to control Ja Morant, as if he is not also a private American with freedoms. Work rules should not work rules should not trump the Constitution, and we should not assume that brandishing a gun is anything but protection when celebrities are being gunned down while on social media. It is not surprising that Ja Morant, would brandish a gun in his private vehicle from a picture taken by a private associate, or we could call them paparazzi, in an effort to ward off any attack. Rappers have been gunned down in their cars while on live. And this time, he shows a gun, maybe to say he not that stupid. And I'm deliberately wearing a Juicy WRLD. A Juicy WRLD. For those of us who know who Juicy WRLD was, he was gunned down. And I'm wearing his shirt today as I do this brief podcast. But I have a question for you guys. What crime did Ja Morant commit? What rule did he break? Moreover, just because some are anti-gun, does it mean Ja must accept that ethic or morality? This last incident was not reckless or dangerous. Having a gun and parading it on TV is what people do of any race who are fascinated with the gun. He is not playing in the NBA. It's an off. His team is done. He's at home relaxing, fishing, as Shaq and Charles would like to put it on their TNT show. He is a private, and plus he's a private individual who has a political position about guns as well, and he is within his right to express a political position about the rights to bear arms and gun regulations and rights. Of course, there's a debate going on right now about how much gun reform do we need, and his behavior could be taken to mean a demonstration of his political opinion on the position. Is that bad behavior? We are rushing to judgment. And I must say, if anything, Ja was using the platform to make a political stance for less gun laws and freedom of expression, while sending a message that he is locked and loaded while in public for people who are after celebrities. Indeed, we are rushing to judgment and now imposing on Ja's constitutional rights and freedom of expression. There is no one who can point to any crime that Ja broke, as he did not. The only thing he may have done was probably break some stupid NBA rule about behavior that is based on preference and taste, that is surface level. For the NBA cannot legislate on players' behaviors That is unconstitutional and outside of labor laws. Now you can listen to the conversation I have on the Neoliberal Realm podcast or audio platforms for more for further conversation on this matter. And we're actually doing a poll, and the poll question is: do you believe that Morant should have been suspended? Yes or no? He did not commit any crime. But what crime did he commit? Tell me, what did Morant do? If anything, he was demonstrating his politics, his involvement in politics. This is the Neoliberal Podcast. Please send us your feedback, comment on this particular issue. Let us know what you think about it. You may have another opinion. We welcome all opinions. But on this particular matter, I believe that we have to put it into perspective. And if we are legislating on behavior as it relates to this particular issue, we have to we have to do it within what is going on in this country. The political debate about and in term and what's going on. Please remember we're talking about Memphis and his and there are those people who believe that there is a need for more gun for protection. And there are those who are anti that because of people are losing victims to their children and so on because of the rising crime and gun violence in this country. He should not be held responsible for that. We will continue to have these conversations. Please support us and subscribe. Share the show with your friends. And join us later this week when we sit down with Raymond Dingle to talk about the lending industry. And then later on, we will be at a live webinar with Statista talking about artificial intelligence revolution. This is the Neoliberal Podcast. Walk good.